Hello and welcome to the University of Maryland Terps Esports Broadcast Center. Tonight we've got some great matches of Rocket League for you. My name is Buka.
And my name is Danko, and we have an exciting matchup lined up for us tonight. We got the University of Maryland Terps Esports versus the University of Minnesota Golden Gopher Esports. But before we get into the games, let's just go into a quick overview of the stats real quick, starting with our main man, Turtle. Turtle up first, putting the series on his back. These stats are averages over a series, and you can see 10 goals, 3 assists, and 12 saves, absolutely putting the team on his back there.
But not to be outshone by JD Knight. Very great player. We're going to get his stats on the screen right now, and you see there 1 goal, 2 assists, 17 saves per series. Real rock in the defense, real wall in the goal. Keeping that defense protected. Hopefully we can see his skills play out this series.
But not to forget about our third man, Boog here. Rounding out with 3 goals, 5 assists, and 14 saves. Really strong defensive lineup we have.
Hopefully we can see the Terps Esports team right here, show out and just make a really big splash here against the Golden Gophers. So we'll go to a commercial break and then we'll get into the game for you guys.
Terp Adventures take flight at STAM. Host to countless Maryland events, programs, performances, and more. Feed your body, feed your mind, feed your soul. Let your talents soar. Dance, sing, perform. Find your thing. Join more than 800 student organizations and clubs. Find community here. Leadership lives here. Art thrives here. With space to grow. We're all just kids at heart. Let your imagination fly. Compete, play, with wings on our feet. Here your spirit can fly. Here your soul lifts up. Here you remember those who came before. This is STAM. This is the center for campus life, where Terp Adventures take flight. You belong here. Come fly with us.
I think by the end of the season, like now, we play together, everyone kind of jokes around a little bit more and kind of shines their natural race. We're excited just to see them play better as well.
With the middle school program, the best part has been seeing the moments of teamwork where the middle schoolers really seem to get the game, and so that's when you can see they're starting to get a little bit hooked on how esports can be so fun.
Off game, or will Red turn things around?
Your ad tech stack is simple, streamlined, and easy to manage, right? Yeah, right. If you're an ad tech, then you know you have a problem. Ad tech is messy, and your tech stack includes way too many tools to effectively manage. At Playwire, we're here to uncomplicate your ad tech stack. We've consolidated the entire publisher ad tech stack into a single platform and added in proprietary technology and advanced tools to generate you even higher CPMs. Get access to an ad tech stack that is simpler and smarter.
Hey Danko, how are you doing?
What's up? What's up? We got a couple minutes before the game officially starts, so we just gotta talk about whatever we want to talk about.
I mean, are you ready for the Great Rocket League tonight?
Yeah, I'm ready for some excellent Rocket League tonight. I need these guys to ball out like they've never balled out before.
Speaking of which, how much have you played the game recently?
I've actually started playing a little bit more now that school has started, because compared to like some of the other games I play, hopping in for like a couple of like ranked games is a lot lower of a time commitment. It's a lot lower of a time commitment compared to something like League, for example. I've been playing a lot of League though, unfortunately.
Don't mention them. They don't exist right now. Don't give them the publicity that they don't deserve. You know?
They have too much anyway. It's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're starting in this game very, very shortly. Yeah, I need UMD to ball out like they've never balled out before. Their playoff hopes depend on it, I'm pretty sure. We need this win, right?
Yes, we do. But before we talk about that, hopefully we'll be able to get into this game. We're hearing from broadcast that we will be getting in right now, and if we could get into that.
You tried.
We are still waiting.
Absolute prediction fail. Yeah, I think our record is 6-6 right now, and GoldenGophers Esports, my bad, is 7-6. Don't quote me on that, but either way, we need to win.
Hopefully we can do it today. I think that University of Maryland, we've had a lot of, fairly good matches, fairly close matches where both teams swing really hard, but we just haven't really had the luck that lets those kind of matches land our way. We've had a lot of, Game 5 losses, a lot of Game 5 overtime losses. Those are just kind of the unfortunate ones where it just swings the other direction and, all the points go one way. Hopefully this time, if we do get to a situation like that. Obviously, you want your team to, wipe somebody off the map. 3-0, blowout, no goals allowed. But if it does get down to that kind of chance, hopefully, this time we can finish the series out in Game 5 and handle some business.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else because Castor's Curse is very real. And it has messed with us time and time again. So I'm hoping for a positive number of games between 3 and 5. There's going to be time that runs out in the game. Goals are going to be scored. Hopefully we win.
That's all you can really hope for. And it sounds like we are about to get into that match right now.
Alright, looking forward to it. Here we go.
And we've got kickoff between Minnesota and Maryland.
Oh, no. And we're starting off like this. The most unfortunate kickoff to ever start. I don't even think more than 2 seconds passed by in the game, and we're already seeing this. Yeah, exactly 2 seconds.
Not the greatest way to start off the match. UMD will be hoping to come back from that with a fairly good kickoff. Starts there. Turtle gets the corner but doesn't manage to continue with it. And Minnesota retakes possession of the ball. Pushes it into their half, but JD Knight retakes on the corner.
Oh, close one on the corner there. Turtle tries to pre-flip save that one, but he just merrily goes through the ball. Oh, that was a good pop there from Boog, but Turtle was not fast enough to capitalize on it.
There, you see JD Knight sees that ball careening into his half, close to his net, manages to push it out to that corner where it's not dangerous, where the shot can't be taken. It's still in that blue half. UMD still dealing with it on defense, but they managed to break out. JD Knight, though, demoed, and the possession goes straight back to Minnesota. Wait, what?
That was very interesting. Bismo, though, with his second goal, reading that wide open backboard. That was a really interesting challenge from Rad. I think Turtle just kind of became a ghost there for a second.
And we see here another kickoff. Boog goes in. CFN from Minnesota takes it off the side wall. Gets challenged pretty early.
Oh, is that straight in?
There, the ball bounces directly down in front of Minnesota's net, but nobody is there to capitalize.
We've lost the name tag, so unfortunately I can't see who is who. I know this is Turtle because he has the Dignitas decal. We were talking about decals a couple of weeks ago, and I said some of them are really good and others were not that great. I kind of like this one. It also has like some good UMD theming to it. Oh my, what a shot from CFN off of the ceiling. UMD's looking a little bit lost on defense right now.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate to see.
But still, with an angle like that, you can only just be impressed. 3-0.
And you see there, Turtle goes in for that kickoff. Comes out, I think that is CFN. If we could just get the names in the scoreboard back.
There's the scoreboard back. The names are still missing though. Now Bismo tries to clear it to the center, but nobody is there to follow. UMD trying their hardest to lock down the defense right now. Turtle trying to go for an opportunity in the corner there. Oh, close shot from Boog, saved by CFN into the corner though.
And it's out back into that UMD half. Turtle though makes that save on that Minnesota shot. And now we are back in Minnesota's half. I think Boog there tries to challenge, but he gets beat out. Ball just kind of bouncing around the midfield there, but a shot on target. Very strange bounce, but it ends up getting defended out. CFN tries to take a follow-up shot, but it ends up still in a dangerous position. Minnesota takes another double tap, and UMD manages to pinch it out now. Firmly in Minnesota's half. Turtle there with ball with boost, but not with time. Gets challenged and loses possession.
Yeah, UMN is just doing a great job of holding down the fort, not giving UMD any sort of like opportunity to, you know, play off the offense. That was a good attempt there from, I believe that was Boog.
Turtle there demoed. Oh, great save there from Turtle coming back from that demo, and now unfortunately CFN puts it inside the net. Off of that rebound, just a bit of a scramble in front of the net, a lot of people, a lot of cars trying to hit that ball, and CFN ends up just getting to it first.
Yeah, CFN absolutely locking down the offense right now. UMD moving way too slowly to catch up with them. Now this looks like another goal scoring opportunity for CFN. Can't get the reset off that one though. Now, does Boog have the space? No, taken apart by Rad. With the demo by Turtle though. They almost had an opportunity there.
UMD's looked a little bit out of sorts this game. Understandable, you know, you never like to lose by this kind of margin, which is why they've decided to shrink it, starting from 4-1 with 126 left on the board. It would be a difficult climb back, but this game is not over.
Yeah, I've seen crazier comebacks happen in less time, so hopefully UMD can use this sort of opportunity to rally and get some more momentum flowing. Turtle off the ceiling, gets the pinch in the corner there, but CFN with the great backward clear sends it all the way back to UMD's half.
And we see there Boog challenges in the midfield, ends up rolling into his corner, still not in a dangerous position, but every second that time gets ticked off this clock is more dangerous. Rad takes a shot, hits the crossbar. That ball is still in a terrible position. Just a big mess in the middle, just a big scramble from multiple cars. UMD manages to get it out. Boog gets a great challenge there, knocks it into the middle, a shootable spot, but there's nobody there to follow up, and it goes back into the blue half.
Now, Turtle trying to take control of it there, but Minnesota's just all over them right now. You can see every time they try to get an offensive challenge, Rad or Bismo or CFN is just right there on top of it. UMD's offensive attacks have also been kind of weak. Aside from that one or two backboard passes, we haven't really seen much from them compared to the crazy angles that CFN or Bismo have been like putting out. Now Turtle with an angle for one, but saved from the corner by CFN.
You see there, ball flying towards UMD net. This one looks like it is going to be a loss for UMD. Minnesota goes up 1-0 in the series, but there is still a lot of Rocket League to be played yet.
Yeah, we say it time and time again. UMD likes to build into their series. The first game is always a little bit of a scramble for them, but after they sort of get a feel for their opponent, we start to see them truly shine. So hopefully, once they minimize Minnesota's offensive capabilities, they can start to put more of their own onto the field.
Yeah, I'd like to see them, you know, sit down a little bit, reset, just take a second to cool down, and go into that second game with like a bit of a fresh mind. And personally, I'd like to reset a little bit too, because like my energy got kind of cooked because it was a little bit of a mess early on.
Not to mention the kickoff goal. Like,
yeah,
kickoff goal off second one. Always quite a bit of a tilter there. So hopefully,
yeah, hopefully the whole studio can kind of get back on kilter.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this second game to start up. I think we're about to start. I don't hear the game audio anymore, or I don't hear the stadium audio. That's what I meant.
All right. It's just taking a little break between the two games.
So, what do you think that UMD can improve on most for the second game compared to the first one? Oh, we'd appear to have started already.
Okay, we are into game 2. We see their CFN tries to carry it out of his half, doesn't have the boost, loses control, ends up just giving it on a silver platter to UMD. Turtle attempts to go up, but gets challenged early. Rad gets a pass into the midfield. Somebody tries to take a shot, but UMD is faster, gets the ball first. Boog as well tries to take a shot in the same vein, but is also beat. Bismo, however, is not allows that ball. He just picks it up from his own half after that challenge on Boog. Gets a second touch. It's a little bit too fast for Turtle and ends up going inside the net.
A little bit of an offensive misrotation there. I don't think Turtle was expecting that dunk to fly so far off of JD Knight. And then, yeah, Bismo was just able to capitalize immediately.
UMD will want to answer back quickly, as fast as they can. JD Knight trying to start that with a little touch, retakes control, wants to get that pass to his teammate. And he's got a great spot. Turtle, though, ends up putting it off that inside corner, hitting it to himself, and knocking it into the net. You can see he's turtled actually there for a second on his back. Manages to get up, regain control of his car, and just take that shot. A little bit too far for the Minnesota defender to save.
This is what I like to see from UMD. They're clearly not as rattled as last time, and they've been able to rally a sort of stronger offensive push. Good save there from Turtle, too. Now, it's a little bit awkward for him, but he was able to carry it around and get it to an advantageous position.
Now we see there, Turtle goes up, attempts to challenge. I think he tried to follow it up, but instead he went for a half flip to retain that momentum. Ball shooting very fast out of the orange half, but ends up getting stopped at midfield. UMD takes control of it. Uncharacteristic whiff there out of UMD. And Minnesota attempts to capitalize, but they don't manage to get the shot. We've got an infield passing play. There we go. Boog sets up Turtle. Beautiful shot. How fast was that? Oh my god, they cut away. I can't. 82 miles per hour.
Now, that's what you want to see from UMD. They saw the 2v1, and they saw that they were both approaching quite fast enough. The perfect dump down center.
Yeah,
Class.
you know, that just that perfect positioning. You can see he took that control of that ball. He wasn't dribbling it, you know, carrying it on top of his car, but he had full control of that. He saw his teammate to the side, and he's just like, okay, let's just tuck this in the net. Let's just handle this.
Now,
and it
Turtle
was a beautiful finish right there.
Trying to bump it down center. Oh, it doesn't even matter. JD Knight there for the cleanup. What happened to Minnesota here?
Really great play there. Turtle goes forward. He attempts a dish. Minnesota comes in, tries to clear it out, but they're a bit out of sorts. They didn't expect that kind of shot. They just end up popping it up high, and it was easily tucked into the net right there. Beautiful play there from UMD. Bit of a misplay for Minnesota, but, you know, those are the things that you have to capitalize on in a game like this.
Now, Boog with time and space goes off the wall, but he doesn't have any other boost to follow up. JD Knight with the fake, though.
Beautiful fake there from JD Knight. Let's get a replay on that.
Yeah, you can see Boog. He had low boost, so he couldn't get there. And then JD Knight, they thought he was going for the pat. They thought he was going for that pass there, but instead he just let the ball fly.
And I think he got that aerial bump too.
Oh yeah, I don't know how effective that was for like the actual play though.
Listen, man, it counts. It counts.
True. The air bump, absolutely devilish stuff. Rad did not like that one bit. Easily following up though.
Now we see there, ball bounces off the inside corner, a bit of a mishandle. JD Knight, it bounces off of him and into just that space right above the net where Rad is ready to handle it. I think he jumped before it went up, predicting it. He made a good bet there. Hopefully UMD, though, can retain control. You can see there, pretty well-worked bump play from Minnesota. Rad hits it into that corner, it bounces off the inside, and then straight from there, he doesn't even care about the ball. He's just looking for the UMD defender. Makes it a one-goal game with 2 minutes left to play. UMD still needs to hold on to this.
Yeah, those offensive plays, the 2v1s, they're always the hardest to defend against, especially when Rad is on your tail, absolutely going for that bump or demo.
We see there, Boog gets the first hit, tries to follow up, but he's stopped by a Minnesota player going high. Bismo as well tries to knock it down into that danger zone for UMD, but doesn't manage to get anything. Now we've got 2 UMD players going forward, one beaten. JD Knight gets challenged, unfortunately. Rad tries to get a pass to his teammate Bismo, but he is beaten out fairly easily by that UMD defense. Turtle goes up high, tries to get it off the backboard, but it's stopped by Minnesota. 1 minute 40 left on the clock. Both teams threatening, but neither have made a damaging hit in about the past minute.
Rad, no boost to follow up with that. UMD just needs to hold on tight. Oh my goodness. Caster's Curse strikes again, unfortunately. How did he even see that through the demo smoke? Bismo with the crazy touch off the corner, and then Rad, he was like completely obscured with that demo smoke, but he still managed to predict where that ball was going to go and then backflips it straight in. Oh man, this is going to be a tough game.
Now 4-4, 1 minute 20 left on the clock. This one looks like it's going to be hard fought, dangerous game. JD Knight goes in, attempts, it bounces off that inside corner. Good shot there, Boog, but CFN was right there, handled it, gets it out, but it's not out of danger. Turtle tries to double tap, doesn't manage to take control of it. You see there, I think, a little bit of a miscommunication between Boog and JD Knight. A little bit of hesitation lets CFN get to that ball and clear it out. Now,
UMD trying their hardest not to get in any sort of dangerous positions there. With the demo and having other players off rotation, it can lead to a goal very, very fast. JD Knight just trying to clear it out, make some space. Now Turtle gets it past one, but nobody has any boost to follow up. In the corner there, I think that was
unfortunate. Boog doesn't have the boost after that steal that he did not manage to get. Unfortunate, but with 20 seconds left on the clock, Boog is there in the net. He gets the hit out, sends it to the corner. He's also slowing it down, and there, JD Knight gets another clearance off the back wall, and given this play, Turtle gets the dunk, but he doesn't manage to put it on target. Just unfortunate. You can never predict how those bounces go. Still, though, the ball is alive. Turtle goes up. Looks like he's going for a flip reset. He doesn't get it, and the defender comes in, knocks it off of his wheels, sends this game to sudden death overtime.
If Turtle had, like, I don't know, 200 boosts, then that could have been pretty crazy. But unfortunately, once he got the ball to the ceiling there, he just could not really get any sort of speed with it. No reset either, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now, overtime in game 2. I was not expecting this. Hopefully, UMD manages to lock it down.
Yeah, UMD looking to equalize up this series. If they don't, they'll be playing from a very dangerous position. Rad goes up on that high blue wall, does not manage to get anything out. It's deep into orange territory, but it's not in a very dangerous spot unless you're Boog. Boog knocks it down, doesn't manage to put it on target. Ball drops right in front of the Minnesota net, but it is easily handled by their defenders. They attempt to put a shot on target, but Boog himself easily handles it. Now he's up front, going for a boost steal and a demo, but he doesn't manage to get anybody with it, although he does manage to take that boost. Rad looking very empty, and Boog, great play there. Let's see that one again.
UMD absolutely piling on that offensive pressure, slowly breaking it down the Minnesota defense, and then Boog right there with the final nail in the coffin. 1-1 series.
Yeah, you see JD Knight with that challenge, and then Boog just goes up. You can see the communication between them. They can just tell, okay, here's the plan. I'm going to go up. I'm going to challenge this. You're going to be there to follow up. You know, if the challenge goes bad, then Turtle is in the back to try and kind of clean it up. And Boog is just in the right place at the right time. That's that communication. That's the kind of interplay that you only really get when you play with somebody enough to understand how they take those kinds of challenges. He just goes up, he finds that spot, and he just puts that in the net perfectly. Beautiful.
Yes, teammate communication, very, very important. And now they have a little bit of momentum and hype to carry it on. Hopefully they continue that in the third game, which should be starting very, very soon.
You know, those are those kind of passing plays that you always want to have with your double, but you know, or with your duo. But you know, my duo is very bad at finishing shots.
My duos are all Randys, so I don't really depend on them for any sort of I don't know, any sort of team play.
Yeah, no, it makes me so sad because like I love passing, so like I'll set up a pass and I'll go and I'll demo the guy on the line. And just miss the open net. And it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Turtle changed his decal. Hopefully he can continue that that mental, what's it called? Mental placebo. Feel good, look good.
Yeah, going with that Shopify car. Now we see Rad clearing it off of that orange back wall. Rad once again with a save. Bismo attempts to carry the ball out, gets challenged early, and Boog retakes possession of the ball from him, knocks it deep into that orange half. Two blue players on there. JD Knight doesn't manage to take full control. It's just mostly bouncing around the midfield. First shot on target for Minnesota, but it is blocked out by Turtle.
UMD holding strong. You can see at the very end there, they're starting to run out of boosts, and a few more controlled attacks there from, oh man, what a shot from Bismo, and what a pass from Rad. UMD's defense just did not expect that one.
That's just a really good passing play. That's just the kind of situation that you never want to see your team in, but you know, it just does happen sometimes. You'll deal with that kind of passing play, those kind of difficult situations. Those kind of shots that you never really just want to have to be the person defending, but sometimes you just have to. And you see there, Turtle defends that one, knocks it over off to the side. Boog follows up, gets some control. JD Knight controlling the ball in their half, but it doesn't keep him alive. He gets demoed.
Minnesota bringing out a lot of demos so far. I think we've seen like at least 3. And another bump! Oh my god! They are just unrelenting.
Okay, yeah, they have definitely picked up a little bit. You see their CFN the shot, and I think that was who on the...
That was Rad.
Aerial bump? Yeah, that was Rad on the aerial bump. It's a difficult play to defend. It's not the kind of thing that you're always prepared to deal with.
Oh, this is a good passing play. Materializing though. Turtle tries to get it off the backboard. Can't make anything work though.
Boog comes in, tries to retake control, but he doesn't have the boost to continue the play, unfortunately. Boog moving forward. He gets that ball out of the blue half, but he doesn't get it any further than midfield. He's still challenging in midfield. Turtle goes up, gets a flip reset, but doesn't manage to get close enough to get a second touch on the ball. Boog in that orange corner, harassing a little bit in offense, but he doesn't manage to get enough on it, and it is back in the blue half.
UMD trying to just make anything work right now. You saw the backfield pass that was also taken apart by Minnesota, and then another pass attempt that just did not go through. Was that another fake there from Rad? That was close. An absolute screamer on net from CNM.
We see there are a few mistakes. I just think UMD is like a bit rattled. Hopefully they can regain a little bit of that focus, a little bit of that calm, but it won't happen like this. JD Knight gets demoed, but he does manage to respawn and come back in time to make that save. Turtle gets a big hit out of their half, but it looks like it'll be down by CFN. Turtle, though, in a great spot to receive that pass from Boog. Boog gets it across the middle. Great spot to shoot, but nobody in a spot ready to shoot. Now Turtle coming up off of that back wall continues, but doesn't manage to get anything for it. Two players in the midfield think a little bit of a double commit. The positioning and the rotation is breaking down a little bit.
You mentioned UMD looking a little bit rattled, and I think they're looking a little bit rattled too. After so many demos, you start to get tilted. Oh, that's not great for the mental either. I think that was another bump too. Let's see. Yeah, unlucky challenge from Turtle, and then Bismo right there, right place, right time.
Yeah, it's just not the most fortunate situation to be in. Now we see a minute 30 left on the clock, 3 goals to none. You'll probably see Minnesota kind of try to just burn time, slow it down. You'll see Maryland try to push forward as much as they can without conceding another one because, you know, at this point, you just need to take the risks. There's not really anything else you can do. Yeah,
UMD needs to start going all out, but I think the nerves are trying to get to JD Knight a little bit. Not looking too sound on the ball there. Turtle as well. Tries to go off the ceiling, but he got one sort of misflip and just went careening past the ball.
You see there,
Minnesota is just all over them, though. The boost steals, the demos.
Yeah.
Almost another goal right there, too.
One thing that you see often is that when a team's, when a team's strategy focuses a lot on demos, they end up being caught out of position a lot because demos do two things. They force you to be where your opponent is, and they consume a lot of boost. So UMD, if they're going to reset and if they want to take this series, they need to be able to dodge those demos, and specifically they need to be able to take advantage of those moments where the opponent has to overextend to try and get a demo or a bump. But the main thing with demos is that, you know, they have a very big mental effect. They can, you know, kind of put you on tilt. They can make you kind of want to get your opponent back. And once you let your opponent win that mental battle, they're 90% of the way to winning the match. So hopefully UMD will be able to reset and fight against this. You see JD Knight there with a demo, Boog also with a demo, but there's not really anything left to do in this match. 0 seconds on the clock and a 2-goal deficit. It's going to go to Minnesota. Minnesota goes up 2-1 in the series.
You mentioned the demos, and I think that that's the key to winning all of these sorts of series so far. You can see, I don't know if you guys saw, but that first goal that UMD scored in the last like 20 seconds or whatever, that was because of a demo that they got. So it's just sort of being able to make that happen and getting the defense off kilter.
Yeah.
The graphic is wrong. Gopher Esports should be 2-1 to UMD.
But yeah, hopefully we can just see UMD make a bit of a reset, you know, change up the way that they kind of played out that that last game, because, like I said, those demos, they can be tilting. I mean, you played this game. How many hours do you have on this game?
More than 1,500 at this point.
Okay, I don't have that many hours.
These guys all have like double or triple my hours at least, so
yeah,
they know even more than me.
I'm at like 800 something, but you know just as well as anybody else that, you know, demos can be really, really, really tilting to play against.
Oh yeah, for sure. And not even just the demos too. The fact that your boost is always getting stolen by the enemy players can also lead to you being out of position even more. So hopefully UMD can sort of either prevent them from doing that or start doing it to them more and evening the playing field. That physical game, as it's known.
Yeah. Now it looks like in just a few seconds we will be getting into Game 4 of this series. UMD down 2-1, hopefully looking to push this to a Game 5.
Match points. Starting off strong from UMN though, CFN with the assist. The absolute spoon feed gets it past Boog, and then Bismo absolutely careening in to follow it up. This is the second or third game where they've scored within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, really unfortunate scramble in front of the net there. We see, though, that Turtle is pushing forward. He's not ready to let that phase him, attempting to make an offensive push. JD Knight there blocks out that shot from Rad. Ball is still in a dangerous spot, but not very dangerous. Bismo tries to knock it into a more dangerous and more shootable place, but he doesn't manage to get it to a teammate. And now UMD have control in the orange half.
Oh, a couple of crazy misses happening. We saw earlier Boog, and I think that was Turtle and Rad, I think, missing the ball because one was not expecting the other to miss. And oh wow, that was a crazy bounce down the corner as well. Nobody to follow up though.
Now we've got Bismo goes up, gets just a bit of a redirect, pushes it into the blue half. Nothing on target there though. Bismo puts something on target there, and it is blocked out by Boog, who follows up with a big hit into the half. Turtle tries to follow up on that knock into that orange corner, but he doesn't manage to get to the ball first. CFN, though, makes it 2-0. It's not a great start to Game 4 for UMD.
CFN just absolutely playing that so calm and controlled. He didn't know if the open net was available to him, so instead he caught the ball and then waited to see it, and then slotted it directly where Turtle couldn't reach. They're just playing absolutely methodical right now.
Now we see JD Knight here on the side, goes up to try and challenge that, gets it out of the front of the UMD net, but it's not out of danger. Turtle there is also caught out, has to drive backwards to get that challenge. CFN still has possession of the ball in the blue corner, tries to pass it out to the middle, tries to dish it, but it doesn't go anywhere. Turtle regains possession, but very quickly loses it to Rad. Rad, though, gets bumped by Boog, and UMD retakes possession, though, in their own half now.
UMD playing with really low boost right now. Minnesota absolutely crushing them on the boost grab department. It's not looking too hot for them.
You can kind of feel it there. Really frustrating playstyle to play against, and UMD is not having too much fun with it. That ball just floats in front of the net, and CFN just tucks them.
The perfect bounce to get it straight into the center there. You really cannot ask for a better bounce than that. I'm not going to say it's luck, but some of these bounces are just a little bit too convenient for the Gophers.
Yeah, check him PC. He is not normally. Anyway, JD Knight goes up there, unfortunately whiffs on that. Boo gets demoed on the goal line, but it's still in a fairly good spot for Turtle to come follow up. Open net, double tap, great play there to retake a little bit of that momentum. With 2 minutes and 21 seconds on the clock, a 2-goal margin can melt away in seconds. This game is not over.
That's what they have to look out for too. Once UMN gets too comfortable with the boost grabs and the steals and the demos, they can start to get out of position themselves.
Yeah. You can see there, I mentioned it before, one of the big things with like a demo-heavy playstyle is that often when your plan goes wrong, it leaves you out of position and out of boost because you had to spend both to get into a spot where you could knock out an opponent. So you have to be able to take advantage of those situations, of those openings that your opponent leaves when they're going for a lot of demos.
Right. Now, UMD trying to pile on that offensive pressure now. As soon as I say that, though, the ball is in their half, and they are forced to defend again. Turtle there with the good save, though. Now Boog with the follow-up. Now he has time and he has space. He tries to get the reset, but he can't go through. Turtle's there as well for some reason. I'm not sure exactly where he came from. I think he was just trying to get a piece of that offensive play as well. Now Turtle with time and space tries to get it past Rad, but Rad sees straight through it.
Yeah, I think he tries a low challenge there, unfortunately. It's a bit too low, handled fairly easily by Rad. 1 minute 16 on the clock. Turtle, though, puts one onto the backboard. Unfortunately, it's not on target. JD Knight also attempts, but the shot isn't fast enough. Ends up getting saved out easily by Minnesota's defense. Though Turtle has one beaten.
Ooh.
Goes for a very interesting fake there. Unfortunately, it was not interesting enough to end up in the net. JD Knight gets a pop up there. Rad, though, retakes possession, tries to pop it into that blue corner. Very, very dangerous dunk. Ball is still floating in front of the UMD net. 40 seconds left, 2-goal margin. UMD needs a goal now.
Yeah, UMD, they're trying everything. They try for the infield passing play. That is so close, too. But Rad saves it yet again. UMD absolutely...
I was going for the caster bless there.
The caster bless. I don't think that's real. I think it's only caster curses.
Look, the caster bless happens sometimes. It's just that we're better at remembering bad things. And unfortunately, it looks like this is going to be a really bad thing. University of Maryland, unless they can get 2 goals in the next 10 seconds, look to be going down in this series 3-1.
Nah, CFN all over that. And now we just have to wait for the ball to land. They're not letting it land, though. The Rule 0, as it's called. Oh, there we go.
Rule 1.
We're not doing this right now.
Yes, no, okay.
Unfortunately, UMD falls to the Golden Gopher Esports.
Or actually, yeah, it is Rule 0, sorry.
This guy. Anyways, I think that's it for us.
Yeah, I think... Unfortunately, UMD just tilted a little bit. Very good game played by Minnesota. Not all respect to them. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for our broadcast tonight. And yeah, so have a good night.